Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with the new Sigma collection, and it is so pretty. So we have the Sigma Beauty Warm Wishes eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Very pretty. And then we have the blush and highlighter palette. This one does have a mirror, and it looks like this. I'm wearing this on my cheeks today. This is the blush and the highlighter that I decided to go with. I like this. It also came with a cute little brush. I don't know where the brush went though, but it's adorable. Oh, here it is. Look at this brush. So cute. It came with this brush, and it is the Soft Blend 60. I really like that. It's really pretty. I didn't use it today, and I should have. But I did use the brush that came with the eyeshadow, and it's a E25 blending. I do like it also. I like Sigma brushes. I really do. I think they're good quality for the price, so I do enjoy their brushes. I think I have every single eye brush, to be honest. I've ordered throughout, my time doing this because of testing brushes and seeing the difference between synthetic and natural and all that, and different kinds of synthetic through different brands and all that, and natural. So I do like Sigma brushes. But let's go ahead and get started with the palette. Honestly, when I look at this, it's almost like the Biba and the Nude combined it in a sense of Natasha Denona mini palettes. And I do think this is a cute little size. It's good to travel with. Now there is no mirror. It just says Warm Wishes on the top. I don't really care about a mirror, but I can see where it does come in handy. So, but that's not my main concern or anything. I'll do swatches afterwards, but let's go ahead and get started. The first shade I'm going to go into is Flannel. I will say with this look, as far as like the depth and stuff, you're pretty much either going to have a purple-ish, I use that term lightly, it'll be like a purplish, dark purplish outer corner, or you can go in with like a deep brown outer corner. I decided to go more for the purple side today. I think either way you go, you'll be fine. And I do like this palette a lot, but the quality's good. All that, all that is perfectly fine. But I'm not a gold person, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of golds. I just don't think they look good on me, and that's just my preference. So I will say that most of the time, if a palette contains a gold, it's not my favorite. There are some, exceptions to that rule, obviously, but because this is a very gold, it's gold, but it is very beautiful color. But I don't think I would really dip into that particular color very much, to be honest with you. Just because I don't think it'd look right on me, to be honest. Now, other than that particular shade, it's called Flicker. Every other shade in here, I can definitely see myself using. I'm going to go into Mulled Wine now with the Sigma brush and just start building up the outer corner. And like I said, it's more on the purple sided tone. I like the color of this. It's called Mulled Wine. And I do think that that's a good name for this color and a good shade description. The dark brown I was talking about earlier that's in this palette, Chestnut, that's also a good description. So you're either going to have like a darker purplish color in the outer corner, or you're going to have like brown, like I said. But either way, that's gives you options. You could just use the one shade I use, Flannel, and use it and then put just any shade on your lid, even one of the metallics if you chose to. Again, completely up to you on how you want it to use it. I need a mirror. I guess you do need mirrors, huh? After all, they do come in handy sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I just believe that it's whatever you're really wanting your look to turn out to be and what depth. But I will say that shade blended nicely. So I'm just going to take that shade a little more through my crease and then on the outer corner. And I do like this brush for this. I think you can use this brush a good bit. You can pack it on with and then blend. Like, it's a good multitasker, I guess you could say. And it does kind of have that little point to where you could go under your lower lash line if you wanted to with a color. I think you could create a whole look using this palette and maybe even that brush. So I'm going to take that first shade Flannel and run it under the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the Mulled Wine and run it right up on the lash line. And it blends nicely. I'm just building, I'm going in very soft because this color can get very dark. And I don't want it to be too dark. But it is a very nice color, I will say that. Is this palette anything spectacular? Something you've never seen before? Absolutely not. Is it a pretty palette? Absolutely. Could you get a lot of use out of it? Absolutely. I'm going to go into the shade Frost now, and we're going to put it on the inner corner and up on the lid just a little bit. I will say this is a very good inner corner shade for me in my skin tone. I like it a lot. And if you wet it, it will get more metallic, but I just like using the shadows as is, so you can just see them performing. Now I'm going to go into the shade Fireside, and we're going to put that on the rest of the lid. It's a very pretty, I don't know what color you would call this. Taupe? Not for sure, to be honest with you. I mean, it's pretty shade nonetheless, you know. And it could definitely be very metallic and shiny, as you can see. So you can see that this palette will go very deep and very light, technically, if you use that color. The only shades I didn't use in the palette was the Chestnut and Flicker shade. Hold on. I gotta grab that. Let me throw on some mascara. What did I do with that mascara? I just had it. Oh, here it is. So I used up my little Gucci sampler thing, the mini. I mean, I used it up pretty much. There's nothing in there, but I got a little sample of it. Even though I have the big one, I haven't opened it yet though, because you know why. just keep that sealed and let it last, you know. As long as I got samples, I'll use those before I go into my big one, because for whatever reason, I really like the Gucci mascara. I don't know why, but I do. I was going to use the dark brown to line with, but I kind of like this look the way it is. But I will do swatches of the palette. And I do like Sigma as a brand. I like a lot of their palettes, to be honest. The new mod is probably my favorite, although I do like the Corderosa. It would be one of them two, to be honest. Probably new mod would be my number one. And then Corderosa. Although Corderosa was number one for a long time. Messed up. Go figure. Nothing new there. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the Gucci mascara that I like so well, but I do. Although yesterday, using the Lawless mascara, I really liked it also. I'm just putting that on the lower lash line too. Why not? I'll clean up the mascara in a minute once it dries. The Gucci mascara really does separate, and it gives me length, but I think the Lawless I like because it gives me volume. And this is definitely more length and separation, if you can see. Like I said, I'll clean up the mess in just a minute. I want to let that dry. But in the meantime, let me swatch these shadows for you really quickly on my hand. Oh, let me get a wipe off my hands here. Forgot to have a paper towel ready. And the last two. Ooh, that would be such a pretty look. Okay. So this is the palette. Here, let me hold it up beside you too. Alright, so here's the palette with the shades swatched. It would be, let's see. How did I do this? Okay, so right here, that lighter shade is the beginning one. So that's the first shade, second shade, third, fourth, fifth, sixth from the palette. So there's 6 shades in here. And like I said, it goes from very light from here. This would be a dark shade, and then this one over here would be your dark shade for outer corner. But I really like them. The only shades I didn't use were the last two, this gold and the chestnut color. So all in all, I really do like this palette. Again, gold is not my color, but I don't know. There's something about this one. I might want to try it, just to try it. You know what I mean? I don't think it is going to work for me, but it never hurts to try something, you know? If it doesn't work, it just washes off anyway, you know? No biggie there. Now, let me do the highlighter and what it looks like. The highlighter and blush, so I'll swatch those for you too, even though I'm wearing them. You can see them on my skin tone anyway. And it is such a pretty combination, these two. I really do like their palettes like this. Is this one my favorite? No, I don't think so. I think the Alice in Wonderland is. So here's the blush and there's the highlighter. Very pretty. You can see the blush blends out. It really is for winter because it's like a like when you're outside and your cheeks get red because it's cold. That's what this color reminds me of. So I do like that one a lot. And again, if I would suggest anything, like I would say the you know, blush and highlighter palettes, because they're just, the colors are perfect together. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something about it. Although the other thing is this packaging is beautiful, but look, I already got something on it because it's white, and me and white just don't get along at all, period. So that is that for that one. One day I might be able to, you know, be good enough at doing makeup and not make a mess, but as of right now, I suck. I'm just trying to get that black mess up from the mascara off of there best I can. And then I'll put the I'm gonna put the Tarte Fake Awake in the waterline. And we're done. So what do I think of this collection? I think it's cute. I think they both go together. The blush, the highlighter, the eyeshadow palette all work very well together. I think that the shadows blend it beautifully. I think that it made a really pretty look, very simple, not much thought process behind it, to be honest with you. I think if you're a beginner, it'd be great. Is this anything new? No, not really. I mean, obviously the colors are new to Sigma, the brand, but the color scheme's nothing new. You know, it's a regular neutral palette in a sense. But you know, there's a time and a place for neutrals. I like them. And when it's like this and this simple little component, I feel like it just makes it really easy to use. So I really do like this collection. I like the price point too. It's not very pricey. I only got these two things, mind you. There's much, much more in the collection, but I didn't, you know, purchase it because, well, I don't need brushes because I have enough brushes. I need to get rid of brushes somehow. So that is all I have for you today. That's it. I think, let me let you see the look real quick. I think it turned out really good. Like I said, there is a variety. It's just whether it's your color story or not. But if you're just checking out Sigma, I think like that would be the way to go, is their smaller palettes, because they're cheaper, you know. So that is it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday. I hope this helped in some way, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.